Beyond. Hey, Mamma Mia!
Oh,
Look at that.
hey, yo.
Okay,
I'll take
so
this. I'll take visual with no sound like any day. Like,
hey, we're a minute behind.
sheesh.
We're a minute behind, but it's okay. At least we have something going on for us. This is fine. We can watch the replay of what happened because look at the scoreboard. All of G2 Hell are glimmering here with advantage. You have a 6-2-2 on Cultus, a hypermobile champion. You have the 4-1-4 on Karina. To no one's surprise, you ring that bell, Jenny. You ring it. You ring
Yeah,
it good because I
glimmering with the hope of a game number 3. That is what this G2 Hell team are doing right now. I don't know if like we jinxed it or something. Like we were watching game 1, they lost game 1. I didn't really know if like that's how it works. I don't really want to think about that. But first 20 minutes of this game just so different from the earlier game. Very nice to see. Let's see, Annie gonna walk out of that one. Yep, yep.
no,
Would
she's
be
fine.
really
She's
early
fine.
Baron. Yeah, they're just gonna get vision. Ooh. Gotta be
That's the
careful.
ult from Varus. They're
Oh,
going
the
all in on
Vi!
Colombe. Ooh, I don't think we have a position to fight this. Even though Cultus is in a solid spot, she can't really risk a fight on her own. Now Karina's coming in. They get Doba, but he blows them away. Doesn't get the knockup going. Very, very, very messy team fight. We can't find a target unless we get the Akali down. No! It's Renata Glass saving the day, but they find Chover. And now Karina in the front line, they trade 1-for-1. So Colombe's sacrifice was not in vain, but it was a very grindy fight.
Yeah, pretty worth. I mean, support for mid laner is a trait that you would take literally any single day. I think we just saw the difference in terms of ban pick that we were talking about.
Oh,
Oh, knock up,
oh, jeez. Wait,
knock up,
Lizzie is good.
Lucio,
It's a
flop
Gwen.
it
It's
off.
literally a Gwen. The Varus is in a very, very poor position, and they're all forced to back off. We could potentially go for Baron? Question mark. Oh God, please go for a safe Baron.
This would be such
Be
an
chill.
early
Be chill.
Baron.
Oh, they're going for it. Oh God, they're going for it.
And so Vi's ult is gonna come back up soon. They don't have Orin ult, which is, great, but the Vi ult is a bit iffy. She's here. She might want to go for the steal. I don't think G2 Hell have that much lockdown
They don't have.
besides
Oh,
like
Vi doesn't have smite. Vi does not have smite, but that's a huge engage over the wall on to the Vi. And they just need to back off now. They cannot let Vi get the kill, so they trade 2 for the Vi. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all.
I yeah, I don't well, I don't want to say it's like, Caster's curse that we're wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank God. Thank God. I had to like remember to breathe for a second. I was like, I can't do another 20 minutes of no game. I want to see the game. What were we saying? Yes. So mistakes made from
Yes.
both teams. As you mentioned, Vi had no smite. The thing is, without smite, there's like zero reason why she should actually be trying to contest for the Baron steal in that position because it just leaves her open to getting dived. Unless that was like a 200 IQ like bait play from Vi
It
to
worked.
get G10 into jumping on her, thinking that the Vi had smite, because no one really counts smite cooldown. That's not like a
You
summoner
can't.
smell.
You can count smite cooldown. Like you literally
Exactly.
can't count smite
Exactly.
cooldown.
That's not what you're ever going to be taking account of. So
Wait
maybe
a
it was
minute.
200 IQ play.
Wait a minute. Breathley's in trouble, so is Siphonal. The Karina is on the prowl. The knockup on Renata. That's a lot of damage from Karina. Gets locked down, shaken up by everybody, and she can't heal enough. G2 Hell overstep once again, but now they try to get the Vi off of the Zeri. So far, Cultist is still okay, dealing a lot of damage, and in comes Akali. She's being shaken down by the Tibbers, honestly, as they start to posture around the Baron pit once again. You well have the numbers advantage.
I don't know if like the girls know
Give me
that we're
some water
suddenly
for this.
watching them. I don't know if they know that we're watching, and they're suddenly nervous that like 700 of us are like watching their game again or something. There's no way that that's the case, but it just feels like, just night and day from the first 20 minutes of
Yeah.
this game. The thing is, because Karina died over in the top side, it's going to mean that Excentriq can take the dragon. G2L are
Wait.
trying to
Wait.
pick up the
Scuttle.
Baron instead. They
Scuttle.
can't do this fast enough though. Oh, this is really risky. Actually, the TP is quite late. They might be able to get it.
Wait, the smite is up. The smite is up. They stole it. Oh,
No!
Exzentriq steal the Baron, but can they pull the fight? We take down Devi. So far, Lizzie is dealing a ton of damage, and Karina is now in the front line. Straight for Sifino. Is in trouble. Shutdown goes for Colombe, but we're punishing that Baron steal. We were actually predicting this. We were calculating this, and we were taking them by storm. Let's go.
Yeah, they're not done
Oh,
yet. Of course, they would wish. Oh, wow. Dive?
it's okay.
Dive? Yes? No?
Wait,
Yes?
wait, wait. That is a
Yes!
huge dive.
Yes!
Daba is being chunked down so hard. Like, they stole Baron, but who has Baron? It feels like G2 are on a power play. Like, they don't
Yeah, I
believe
think
in the Baron steal.
yeah, they only I think Exzentriq. So Akali is up, but Akali died earlier, I think. So I think they only have one Baron buff on the Arn, one or two. But I am not sold on the 50-50 Baron from G2 Hell. I think that they thought they could take Baron faster than the speed that they actually did it. About like 2-3 seconds faster would have been ideal. But like Exzentriq were able to get the TP in fast enough. I'm just not a fan of those 50-50 Barons, especially when you're so far ahead, because they're like 5,000 gold up. You're not in a bad spot at all, but what happens if you allow the other team to flip Baron is you're letting them close that gap. So in general, I think like a lot of analysts, teams like
It's
to
okay.
get that Baron when they're ahead because they want to close out fast. I think in general, like players are always wanting to do that. And I feel like it's always like coaches, analysts trying to be like, just, a bit more patience. You don't need to let them get the 50-50 flip on the Baron. So not too sold about that, but it did work out in their favor because they were able to get 3 or 4 members
Yes,
on Exzentriq. Yeah.
absolutely. But still, I mean, a good breakdown. But the thing is, now they're actually taking advantage of the only Baron buff. They actually have two buffs. They have one on Daba and they have one on Chover.
Mhm.
Akali is bringing
Yeah,
health to
so Kelly does
Tifa.
have
Tifa's
it.
still okay. Tifa's gonna live. Tifa's gonna live. Go Karina, save the day. That was an amazing bait, but we're kind of
Wait a minute.
getting plowed in the bot lane in the same way we got last game in the top. They break down our defense. They take down 3 of our members and they're opening up the inhibitor. This is not ideal.
Not like this. Not like this again. Oh, they can't defend this either. They're just going to let the Baron empowered minions do that because man disadvantage, and also the Baron empowered minions wrecking bots. So pretty dicey situation, I think,
Oh
for
boy.
G2 Hell. I think what we've seen, especially this series, is that fast rotations are a bit unexpected for G2 Hell. So G2 Hell are actually pretty good at doing those like cross map plays, at reacting to any like cross map situation. However, I think like one of the things we've noticed is that if another team tries to make any fast moves against them, sometimes they don't really know how to react in the heat of the
Yeah.
moment. So I think that that was kind of what we saw. Like we saw it like in last chance qualifiers a few times as well. Usually, this is kind of masked by the fact that G2 Hell play pretty fast themselves. Plus, they like to pull out a bunch of cheese strats, so usually they're the ones surprising opponents here and there. But that's just like a thing that we've noticed. I will get better throughout the season for sure as the girls like
TP
have
coming in from
play
Tifa.
more.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And let's see how they actually defend the bot lane because the inhibitor is cracked open, and it's just a matter
The
of Exzentriq trying to pull
dragon.
the bait into the bot lane, the bait and switch, so they can go for
Ooh.
the full push. But
Ooh, they
we're
tried
stuck.
to jump Karina again.
Oh,
Oh,
They found. Oh
Vi
wait, where's the
Veracruz.
Vi going? Vi! No,
That's
Karina's
so
in the backline
far.
alone by herself. In goes Lizia, tries to sustain through the damage. That's a lot of time that Karina bought for by herself. They trade jungler for jungler, and now the real fight begins. All the Forge God.
That look.
Orn's out, Orn's
Oh,
out. In goes the Orn,
re-engage.
knock up on Lizia. That's a lot of damage. But the ultimate from Renata Glass. They find a kill. They find a kill on Akali. They're out of damage. Let's go. The Church of Cultus is
Zeri,
opening doors
Zeri.
again.
She's gonna chase. I know this girl. She's not gonna give up. Yep, until everyone except Ornn, because you know he's
You can't
tanky
kill the
AF. We don't
Orn.
want to chase that Ornn. Exactly. We're just gonna let him retire, like in a nice home. You know? Yeah, just let him
Mm-hmm.
live out his life in peace. But Caltus, especially like Homegirl, wants to chase down those kills, and after those kills, team wants to get Hextech Drake. So very well done from them. I think the entire little team fight there. It kind of started with the little kerfuffle from Vi, right? Kind of dove a bit too deep. I think that Exzentriq, they were trying to stack their ultimates. So Vi ulted and like in quick succession with the Varus ultimate, but I don't think they were expecting the Vi to get pulled all the way into the G2 hell back line. And at
No.
that point, you know, 10 members just look at that on the screen and they're like, you're on your own, man. Like there is no
Uh,
getting you out of that situation. So I mean, it happens. You move on, and G2 Hell get Drake. That's
I guess,
pretty
I
much it.
guess
You know, poop,
I guess
next
Vina
chapter.
has PTSD from ulting cultists. Never again, never
Yikes.
again. Like just
Yep.
go for Lizzie or something, you know. Just go for Tifa or
Long
something, you
baby.
know.
Yeah.
Just don't go for cultists, or else you're gonna be dragged into the back line. Like you're gonna get killed by the well or something.
Like go for
That's not something you
someone
want.
less juicy, and then like you still get the
But you can't see
kill. You
that's the
know.
problem. Like, what can you do? Like, if you go for anyone else, you're gonna leave cultists open to just shred you down, and neither of the options are amazing. They're not
Yeah.
great.
So
They're not amazing options.
yeah, right. You never really want to dive a victor. Karina, once again, Karina always has very good positions. The thing is, whether or not her team is in a position to follow up in terms of like gold, in terms of damage, is a
Yes.
different story. But she always manages to find the flank. So right now, it looks like both sides gonna posture for another team fight. Vi Ultimate's still up once again. Cologne,
Oh, they find
oh, get
Cologne. They go for the
wrecked.
Cologne, but that's a bait. That is an absolute bait. Immediately, Vi gets popped up like a popcorn. They trade one for one. That's a jungler for Cologne, but it's just the support. In the backline, Lizia gets taken down by Saifino as Karina is trying to shunk down the Ornn for the
Nice.
shutdown. And no Ornn in the front line. It means that G2 Hell have opened the gates for the Baron Asher.
You hear that, AC?
I
You
do.
hear
That's
that,
a
AC?
thank you.
Whew, what a play, I think, from GTL. I
Jenny ringing
mean,
the bell for G2 Hell.
exactly. That's what we want to see. We want to see them take that a game 2. We want to see them take that game number 3 in the best of 3 series. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if we can accurately tell if it was Colombe kind of getting caught out or if it was Colombe with the 200 IQ bait right there. I think she did have her passive stun up as well. I think both sides were trying to either like jump the Annie or look on G2 Hell. They were trying to look for a good position for the Annie to engage. So, I mean, Annie, you know, you get bursted very fast, especially in that
Yeah.
type of situation as the support. It was what we saw throughout game 1 as well. Some of the team fights, Colum actually wasn't able to even pop her Tibbers before she got bursted because you get lockdown CC'd and you actually cannot use your Tibbers when you're in that type of
No, no,
CC.
no.
We're talking about
But I was
target
actually
selection.
surprised how much Colombe actually survived that, honestly. Oh,
Yeah, I think that
wait.
Exzentriq. Wait. Oh, they don't have vision. They
They
actually
don't. They
can't
have
see through him.
zero vision over that wall,
Yeah.
and we have the dragon popping
Mhm.
up soon. It is soul point for G2 Hell.
Yep. Whew. Yeah, like we're talking about target selection, I think from the side of
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. So, target
Yes.
selection for Victor. Usually, you don't want to die Victor, right? However, he doesn't quite have like point and click CC like his stun and stuff. He has like a delay on his CC, right? Whereas Annie has that instant CC response. However, she needs to make sure her passive is stacked up first. So I think the timing is always a bit tricky. There's the late game Zeri trying to come into play with
Oh.
the longer
Oh, Lysia
range.
in the back. They want to start the 4v5 team fight, and this is great. Chover is not in this fight. He's not going to be a problem for the time being. Doba flashes over the wall. He's in trouble. G2 Hell are definitely going to chase this down, but the call hasn't reached the
What?
front lines where Karina is sitting with 3 members from Exzentriq, but she's safe. It's okay. There's a Guardian Angel, and the Kane is okay. They take down Doba. Wait, they didn't take down Doba. He teleports to base. What? Okay.
Really split fight. Really split fight, but okay. Um, G2 they're gonna Hextech Gate out of there because they did have the Hextech Drake. So I was kind of wondering, are they gonna end? Would be a bit iffy. They're just gonna rotate over, pick up the bot tier 2, and then look to head back to base in all likelihood. Exzentriq won it, chase, but they also
Wait.
recognize I don't think they're gonna collapse. I don't think they should
Wait.
commit
Yes,
to
they are.
this.
Karina wants it. Karina has blood in her eyes. She wants it. She smells it. There's blood in the water. That knockup doesn't land. Karina's in trouble now. Needs to dart over the wall, and she does. She does. They want to take that dragon. They started it. They aggroed it, and now they're going for it. You do have. The Vi getting baited out again, but Chover is in the back like it's chunked down. The damage from Cultist is incredible. Tifa in the front line holding everyone aside with the gravity field. Doba gets taken out, and it's down to Breathley, the last man standing on Exzentriq, but he gets the front row seats to get to watch his base get popped open.
Yep, G2 Hell, they're not even gonna bother with picking up the dragon or like soul point, whatever at this point. They're just gonna head right to base. They know that they can end the game and they're just gonna textbook close it
Breathley.
out. I think very well played by them. This game for sure. I